Have you seen these red lines on the side of your notebook and wondered, what are these red lines? What's their purpose? And why do we keep an empty space on the side of the page? Well, I always thought it's just to be neat, but there's actually a surprising reason for these lines. I know my teachers really loved writing notes on this side, but that's not the reason why they exist. Let's stick around and find out the real reason behind it. Right, so the actual reason might surprise you, and it goes way back in time. I'm talking about hundreds of years ago. Back in the day, it was totally normal for parts of papers to go missing, and no one really knew why. Eventually, the source of the problem was exposed: rats and mice. You know, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know the difference between a rat and a mouse. But for now, let's just pretend they're the same animal. And let me tell you, these rats really love their midnight snack of papers. Any paper sitting around could become food for these rats. Rats may not be able to read, but they sure love the taste of a freshly baked paper. And naturally, they started on the loose edges where they could easily bite and tear off some paper. However, they could only eat around its edges. I mean, I don't know, dude. Is that why they're always in good shape? So in order to keep their information safe, people started to leave empty spaces around the edges of the paper. Eventually, the paper makers of the time added margins as a safeguard to protect the written works in the papers. These margins showed you where you should stop writing. You know, in case your notes became a snack. It was all to keep your information safe. That being said, while this is supposedly the official answer, there's a minor problem that I have with this theory. But before we talk about this minor issue, don't forget to leave a like or comment. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm, as a lot of time goes into making these videos. So, here's my problem with the rat theory. You know, you can say the concept of protecting your information from a hungry rat seems legit. I can't help but wonder, why don't we have a margin at the bottom of the paper? I mean, I'm pretty sure it tastes the same, right? I'll be honest with you, when I was researching this, I didn't find anything, so I don't have an answer for that. Of course, these days we don't have a problem with rats anymore, so the question is, why do we still have these margins? Well, these margins have many different purposes, even to this day. It is to keep all your information that you're writing arranged and in order. This is so that you're not all over the place and to keep things for better organization. The space on the left side can be quite helpful as a space for numbering items in a list or points of an outline. The spaces on the side and the top margins are essential in printing as well. This is a safe space for printing in case the paper moves during the print, because believe it or not, that happens more often than you think. And by the way, have you ever wondered why are the lines on the side margins red but the horizontal lines that you write stuff on blue? Well, color theory tells us that the red line is there to draw your attention to where you should stop writing, while the blue lines are faint. They're visible enough to guide, but not invasive enough to disturb your reading. I've also come across rumors that the blue lines don't even show up on Xerox machines. So any copy looks neat and only shows the words, which are meant to be the focus anyway. Now personally, I haven't tried to copy a notebook with a Xerox machine, so I can't confirm or deny this rumor. But if you've done so, please let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious about this one. Alright, enough about papers. I'm gonna go a little deep on this one. So, just like papers, we also need margins in our own lives to keep us on track, especially when toxic rats around us threaten to eat our joys and happiness. Patience, productivity, and most importantly, forgiveness for others and for your own self may just be the margins that we need in our own lives. So, let me know in the comment section below, but be nice to each other, and if you like videos about trivial fun facts, make sure you check out the rest of the channel as well.